Thank you so much, Stron, Madam Rajavi, and all the freedom fighters here. I think the key word for today's approach is, unfortunately, once again, appeasement. Appeasement which has not vanished since 1930s. It has been deeply compromised, but it means double talk, hypocrisy, conducting short-term interests, cowardness, corruption, and lacking moral backbone. And that is what is happening today in the world, in the wide world. And speaking about the Ukrainian crisis, Russia and Iran both have been exporting for years corruption, which is the basis of appeasement, not facing realities, trying to shun them, to find another complacent solution. Iranian experts on sanctions some weeks ago said that only through a network of fake companies, Iranian government has been able to re-export to Iran $87 billion in 2011 and 2012. 87 billion, not million dollars. This is undermining the sanctions. So we have to face these realities, and we try to do this in the latest European Parliament's resolution. Unfortunately, it was inflated by false optimism. We managed to balance it more or less, but it could be much better. Fortunately, still the Iranian authorities find it too irritating. Thank God. But we also face the reality, the desperate quest for moderate dictators. Madam Ashton, unfortunately, has failed in doing her job as for Iraq and اشرف. He has failed all these hopes. That's why our first task in dealing with Iran should be putting human rights dialogue first, because only a democratic government that can be relied in negotiations, and we can hope that it would respect agreements and commitments achieved. The present Iranian regime has not been able and willing to do it. But our foremost task is to save the lives of 2,900 inmates of Camp Liberty. And let us remind that it is also responsibility of the United States government, because it was part of the deal, unofficial deal, that US took PMOI out of the blacklist, forcing them to settle from Ashraf to Camp Liberty. Too many have been murdered, and this is not statistics. I personally know several who have been photographed with them in Camp Ashraf several years ago, and they are gone now, murdered. We will remain committed to the cause of Iranian freedom because it has become our common cause. The change will take place. Until then, we will all remain morally and politically members of the democratic resistance. And even more, we are not passive members. We have grown ourselves. It has made very healthy, very moral impact on all of us. We have changed during this fight. But I hope and I am convinced that together we have and we can bring about the change in Iran and have finally a democratic and free Tehran. Thank you.